We're not going to start quite just yet, but thanks everybody for being here. Uchi's camera died as soon as we went to go live, so just hang out for a second. I want to play some jams, some good old fashioned country music. Probably not country music. So we're just going to hang out on the starting soon screen while we figure this out. So he's currently trying to figure out what happened. So he'll be back in just a sec, and we will too. So don't go anywhere. Incredibly Live starts soon. You know, I'll fill the dead air while we're waiting on Uch. How's everybody's night going? Can I ask Giga? Give me all the Marvel questions. We'll wait for Uchi because I think he's having a little bit more of a problem than we thought was initially occurring. So what do you got for me, Holmes? Anybody else? If you've got Marvel questions, please toss them my way. We are here to entertain. Have you ever heard of the Darkhold? The Darkhold, like the Darkhold from Multiverse of Madness that corrupted what's her face? Scarlet Witch. That Darkhold. Like Agatha Harkness and the Darkhold Diaries, which I believe is going to be one of the episode names for the show. Probably can't use any of this if I have music in the background. Your Crystal, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Uchi's camera died, and, and so I'm waiting on him. He's troubleshooting on his end, so I'm just gonna try to fill dead air. So I wish I could pull up chat on my PC, but the YouTube control panel is a little finicky for me. Do I know how it originated? Do I know where it originated from in the MCU? Crystal, it was literally, I was about to switch the scenes for us to go live, and he's like, yo, my computer's or my camera stopped working. Best Marvel video game has to be Ultimate Spider-Man for whatever that was, PS2 back in the day, where it was like super cell shaded. You played as Ultimate Spider-Man, and I remember Venom was in the game. Really good. I specifically remember the Rhino fight being a lot of fun. But also, I played a little bit of the Guardians of the Galaxy RPG that came out, and that shit was really good too. And then I know a lot of the Wolverine games, the old Xmen Wolverine games, a lot of fun. Unfortunately, didn't get to play a lot of rated M games as a kid. So it was mainly Mario games for me. no teen games either. Played a lot of Pokemon, unfortunately. Okay, but Giga, do I know where the Darkhold originated from in the MCU? No, I'm assuming it's probably something to do with the Wizards. Probably something to do with Strange and all those fun guys. Flashed up easily Ultimate Spider-Man PS2. Like some of the best shit. Yeah, the Agatha stuff is gonna be really interesting to see exactly what direction they go in. Because this is like really the first spin-off show that we're gonna get. And I guess it was Agatha's character was just so popular that they felt the need to do it. And I'm assuming it's probably they really like the premise they had with being in the different eras throughout TV history. And so I'm sure we'll probably see some form of that with Agatha using her power to control reality in that way. But um, I would like to see more magic explained because we really haven't gotten much. I mean, we only have 2 Doctor Strange uh, movies. We have Shang-Chi, which is a little bit of magic, but not really a lot. So anything that delves more into like the mystic arts in the MCU would be a welcome sight, especially if it means that we get more mutants with magic or just magic in general. I'm all about it. Let me turn that music back up. More so for you guys than me. I can't even hear it. So, Mr. Leeds, love Ned Leeds. I believe in the comics, Ned Leeds is originally one of the Hobgoblins, which is what Harry's role basically was in Spider-Man 3 in some kind of weird way. So to have Ned kind of act as a Hobgoblin now that Peter has forgotten everybody, and have that kind of dynamic going where Peter has all these memories of all the time we spent together, and then Ned being like this anarchist Green Goblin type of dude after seeing what Goblin was capable of during, I don't even know what you would consider that, the incursion that happened would be really fucking cool. I would love that shit. It's actually found in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series. Giga, you are the biggest Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. simp I've ever met in my entire life. But I'm about it. All right. The uncle of Ghost Rider used it to become a god, and Android used it to become a magic using immortal. Interesting. So I think since Uchi's not here, let me do this. Let me see if we can pull up. I can Google. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. MCU timeline? Because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., this is, I guess, a Giga question. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. runs basically parallel with the timeline of... It ran until 2020? What the fuck? It ran parallel with the MCU.
Okay.
Right? Oh, he's back.
Dude, I hate technology. And this probably might be like reminiscent to you too, because
dude, we've always had problems with technology. Technology's the fucking worst.
Long story short, I had to take it and plug it into an exclusive USB 3.0 hub, or
really?
not a hub, but like a port.
Yeah.
Because I had it in a hub and it's been working off of a hub that's all 3.0s. And yeah, I don't know if it's for this, but
out of nowhere decided it didn't like the hub anymore.
Right.
That's how shit works. Yeah, that's exactly how that works.
Here we are.
Welcome to Incredibly Live.
Yeah. Hi guys, sorry about the mishap. I had the stream. I could hear Joey talking to you guys. He was doing a great job.
Thank you.
Keeping you guys entertained and whatnot. So
it seems like we're gonna have to watch through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. one day.
Man, Giga just I'm sure it's a Giga thing, right? I haven't even looked at chat.
Yes. How'd you know?
Oh man.
He's the biggest Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. simp of all time. Which is okay. At least somebody's got to be, right? Somebody's got to do it. Yeah. So tonight's agenda, I guess a little shortened now, which is okay. We got 2 things going on. One is, because I don't believe we've done this, we're gonna do an official, incredibly Joey and Uchi Spider-Man live action tier list. Okay. And then I have a another, not a ranker thing, because ranker apparently is ass. So I have an IMDb list that we're gonna run down for MCU. So that's kind of the plan right now.
Okay.
Um, but I did want to start off, as always. This is the last Spider Monday week that we're gonna have. Yeah, pull up the poster. Pull up the poster.
Voila.
Yeah, nice, beautiful. I low key wish that it would have been a poster with all three of them on it, but
That would have been so cool if they did
yeah,
that. That would have been a super dope poster for
yeah,
sure.
it's okay. You know, we all got three. Well, we got three. That's what matters.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
um, Great movie. That was my first time seeing the more fun edition, seeing the extended cut of the movie, and I didn't realize that there was more Toby Andrew talk in the movie.
Yeah.
I like, for whatever reason, I just remember it being that long. Because Sarah had even mentioned, she's like, I don't remember them talking that much. I was like, oh, I just felt like that's always what it was. But man, just having that little bit of extra time with them discussing whatever the hell they were discussing was just added so much to the movie, because it's something that we had waited, 20 years for at this point, you know?
I said to you, and I feel like I've said this out loud before, that like I totally would have been okay with them doing some sort of podcast and them just talking about whatever for hours. Like that in and of itself would have been worth waiting, watching.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. I would have watched that all day. And it was really good to watch again, because that was the first time I've watched No Way Home through completely since the theater, since its original
Yeah.
run in whatever that was, 2021.
Yes.
So good to see good to see it back in theaters. Shame that it's the last time we'll see it in theaters, probably for at least another like 20 years, 25 years, something like that, which is okay. Unless they decide to do like a
Every 5
MCU.
years or something.
Yeah, I'd be down. Or like an MCU world tour where every 10 years we get to see the films again. I'd be so down for that. I'd go watch them all in theaters.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool to see. Like when I was telling my dad, he was like confused. Like he's like, why are you going to see them again? I'm like, Dad, I'm like, let me just give you some perspective, okay? I was like, the last time I saw Spider-Man 1, I was 9 years old. He goes, damn. I'm like, yeah.
It's been a
I'm
minute.
like, like
Yeah.
there's certain things that when you're someone that tries to make the argument of like, oh, you could just pull them up on streaming, like you just watch it at home, like
It's not the same.
that's not what I'm going for. Like if I wanted to do that, sure, I would just do that, but that's not what we're doing. We're literally we're paying to not only just watch the same film again, we're paying to see it on the formatted screen that is humongous, that no household is gonna have,
Yeah.
and you're seeing it with other people,
The
and
way it was
obvious
meant to be seen.
right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and it's just like that entire experience, and obviously the fact that it's just like it's been that many years since you see it or
Yeah.
you've seen it. And that in itself is like very nostalgic. Like obviously you're not gonna feel the same for the last three that
Yeah. For
came out.
Tom. Right.
But for all of Andrew, all of Toby, it's like, bro, like
Nostalgia Fest.
hell yeah.
It even felt very nostalgic watching No Way Home, I will say.
Yeah.
More so because I didn't go see Far From Home and Homecoming,
Hmm.
because I was like, it's only been a handful of years since we had seen them in theaters. But this one I think it's definitely because of Toby and Andrew. It just felt so nostalgic, and getting to see them. It's something special, right? It's like they captured lightning in a bottle, being able to finally have all three together in the film at the same time. And
That's
that's something that
facts.
you're not going to be able to replicate for years to come, you know, because I don't see the next time we're going to get something like that. I think the closest thing that we have gotten to it would it was in the Flash having multiple Batmen be in the Flash,
Right.
right? And like that, but they didn't even interact or anything. So
No.
I don't think we're gonna get anything like that for a long time.
I was explaining to Crystal that the next biggest like fan made moment that is left to that hasn't happened yet, that once it does happen, after that there's really nothing else. Like from that point on they can just do whatever, is when we see Toby, Hugh, and and Robert Downey Jr.
Could you,
standing
bro?
right next to each other.
That
That's
would
the next
be.
that's the next
That's
moment.
it. Yeah, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
the next moment. And I explained to her in great detail on that car ride home. I was like, the reason why them, because she asked a good question. She's like, well, why Toby? Like, why not Andrew? I'm like, well, it's because when you look back at how the MCU and just all this Marvel genre, this superhero genre really started, like going somewhere, is you go back to Spider-Man 1, the first
Mhm.
X-Men, and then the first Iron Man,
Yeah.
because X-Men and Spider-Man were obviously Sony and Fox. Like that was their stake in the ground.
Mhm.
And obviously under the Marvel moniker, it's a no-brainer. And then finally Marvel Studios comes around, they're like, "Okay, we're going to start this whole entire phasing and all this kind of shit." And so Iron Man is what started it all. And I told her, I'm like, "Hey, had that movie not have been successful, none of this shit that we see today would
At all.
happen."
Yeah, at all.
And without Toby and without, Hugh with the X-Men, then we probably wouldn't have had Iron Man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, you could probably look it up right now. Like, there's probably some Boss Logic image or something like that made up where it's all three of them just standing,
Yeah.
side by side. And that is quite literally the next thing that can happen. Because let's face it, Spider-Verse, Beyond the Spider-Verse, when that happens, I am literally expecting for them to show up with Miles and
Oh,
to
yeah.
have that moment, right? But that, as great as that is going to be, and as great as No Way Home is, because I still stand on the side where No Way Home is the best movie ever, not just superheroes
Mm.
ever, okay? But when we get Secret Wars or whatever title it is, and Toby's there, Hugh is there, and RDJ is there, DC needs to shut the doors. Everybody else that ever contemplates on ever making another film,
Not
they
even-
need to study superheroes.
Yeah, not gonna come
They
close.
need to study Marvel. They need to study Marvel Studios and understand, like, this shit is not on some, yeah, like we could just do this every time. No, this is legacy. This is years, decades built up to this very special moment. These are so many different circumstances, the things that happened that essentially, in hindsight, I guess had to happen so that we can have this special moment be as special as it is. People want Endgame all the time, but it's like, nah, bro,
Can't happen.
you want Endgame, you need to put the time and you need to let that shit marinate and you need to let it do its thing and give it that time to shine and to breathe and to grow and whatnot. So that's, yeah, I could go in
Yeah.
all day. Let's get into our first thing.
All right. I agree with you though. But also, Giga asked,
Okay, what's
real
up?
fast.
Yeah.
Do you believe the claims of, or let me read this one more time. Do you believe the claims of leaks that a fourth Tom Holland Spider-Man movie is coming out soon?
Apparently, they're supposed to start filming that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I expect it just because Tom's the main Spider-Man right now. So
Right. Yeah.
that's literally no surprise, and I'm like basically expecting it at this rate.
Yeah. But I know
So-
that Tom Hardy's come out and said that they have their own Spider-Man in the Venomverse or whatever you want to call that. So
Right.
it's gonna be weird
It is.
to have for the first time two different Spider-Mans at the same time. Live action.
I can tell you why it's
Right.
weird. Because
The one's gonna suck ass and the other one's gonna be Tom Holland.
no. So the reason why it's weird is, simply put, when you have a fandom that tries to make sense of what little that we know, and we try to fantasy book, and then when we see or hear that it's not exactly going in those certain directions,
Mhm.
then everyone already starts to review bomb it because it's like,
Yes.
that's not what we want. That's not
Right.
what makes sense. And to a degree, I totally get that. Now, I'm not going to lie. My stance on that is, well, this entire time, I definitely thought that Venom was in either Toby or Andrew's universe,
Yeah.
right? That much was at least kind of figured out, or
Right.
at least agreed upon, which whatever Spider-Man you preferred.
Yeah. It was like an unspoken rule.
Right. But here's the thing, Sony did not help themselves because Sony sucks at this. Okay? When it comes to their live action films, they have a track record of just shit. And I'm not even just talking the films that they make, I'm talking how they go about their films. Like, they will literally make a trailer and lie to us. They will show us things that either may not even be shown in the final cut, or it will come off like, oh, this is how this movie's gonna feel and be, and it's fucking not. And essentially, it'll be very misleading. They have a track record of lying and misleading in their own trailers.
Madam Web and Morbius specifically. So
And Crystal brings up what I was gonna also bring up is that Andrews would be a potential candidate in being like the Spider-Man and Venom's universe, right? I hope it is. And the reason why I hope it is because I think he deserves his next film more than Toby does.
I agree.
You know?
Yeah, then he gets the trilogy.
He deserves his trilogy. He deserves that third part. You know, especially now that everyone wants to ride on the Andrew train. Well, y'all was fucking late. So whatever, you could find the seat, sure, but I ain't gonna welcome your ass.
Right.
I'm gonna be that guy because I always loved Andrew.
Yeah.
My fiance always loved Andrew.
Day one.
She's a day zero. You understand? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. People want to ride on him now. Nah. You could have, but nah. Y'all freaking was out here. So whatever.
Oh.
What happened?
I think Crystal accidentally deleted Giga's messages.
Oh damn! What? Damn!
Oh. Let's see. It's okay. That's because I modded her. She might have hit something on accident. Giga,
okay.
if you can still chat, let us know. Sorry about anything that might have happened. Let me see.
It's probably a little accident.
Yeah.
Why's my light on?
We're okay. All right. All that being said, No Way Home. Which one's No Way Home? S. So
yeah, we're doing the tier list thing.
This is our Spider-Man live action Spider-Man official tier list.
Yeah.
No Way Home, number 1. Easy S for sure. So Spider-Verse doesn't count. This should be all of them. Yeah.
Are both well? Oh wait, we're just doing live action, right?
Live action, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So No Way Home for sure ski S. And I think everything else is underneath that. As in, I don't think anything else should hit S because it's the culmination of all of them. That's my opinion.
I would put Amazing Spider-Man 2 in S as well.
2?
Amazing Spider-Man 2 is fucking amazing.
With what they did to Jamie Foxx? Brother.
Bro, listen.
Brother.
Just because he had a crazy comb over, okay, they made him look nuts, okay? That did not bother me at all when you weigh the rest of the film out and you take into not even heavy consideration, but when you just realize like what that movie did, it's actually, and like honestly, I don't know how many times I'm about to say amazing, but no pun intended, intended, whatever. Yeah, look, I figured she was brushing her teeth and her phone was in her pocket, so
it's
it
all
slipped
good.
up.
I
It's all good.
modded him. So congrats, Giga, because you're always here. So I modded you as a standard mod. Congratulations. So you should be good to talk now. Hopefully you're still there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna push back on Amazing 2 being an S.
Well, no, you can like you can argue it. That's fine. I'm just saying how I feel
Yeah,
that
that's fair.
amazing. Like, all right, so all right, I wanna like bring up some moments that happened in that movie, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And like a few months ago, I probably would have just been okay with putting it in A and leaving it alone, right?
Okay.
Now, since seeing it recently, not just in the theater, but before all of this Columbia Pictures celebration happened,
Yeah.
Crystal and I already had watched them on Netflix.
Okay.
And watching, and so now I have all this like regained recent memory back on that film. And like, and to be very honest, Andrew Garfield needs more flowers.
Yeah.
He is such a great actor, and his portrayal on not just Spider-Man, but Peter Parker is so well done. And when I watch him, like the way he acts, it's like he's not acting. Like it's just real. Like I'm watching a real interaction before my eyes, you know? And the story that's told, you know, like there's the fact that it's a struggle where he obviously is in love with Gwen Stacy, but he's trying to respect her dad's wishes, and he knows, and because the man was right. It's like, listen, bro, you're Spider-Man. I can't have my daughter around that because that's dangerous. He got that, and so like even though he tried to, you know, like oblige, it didn't work out because, you know, in her defense, it's her decision, it's her life too, yada yada yada. So of course he goes with it, right? But there's that constant theme in the background. But then at the same time, we get introduced to Harry Osborn, right? That whole Norman Harry thing with Oscorp and whatnot, and like the fact that that's his boy, but he is preventing his own friend from just going through with this thing that should apparently heal him. And then that causes all that drama. And then you have Electro, who's this nice guy, good man, being bullied in the workforce. Fuck all those people at Oscorp that didn't freaking check on the John when they asked him to do it, and then he turns into, you know, who he turns into.
Falls into a vat of electric eels.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like so I bring all those things up to just kind of set the foundation, because like the movie had a lot of moving parts, but they were all interconnected. And the way the movie was written and the story was told, I feel like was done very effectively, and it was very good. But then now I want to talk about the little things. This is the little things that make a big ass difference. I'm not gonna say all of them, but one in particular that it really meant a lot to me. Like, and this is a moment that Tom did not get. This is a moment that Toby did not get. When Andrew pulls up on little man who built the wind turbine, okay? And the bullies run away. And no, Spider-Man didn't beat up on little kids, even though that shit would have been godlike, right? that shit would have been fucking hilarious, right? The little kids run away, and then he goes like, holy shit, is that a wind turbine? You built that? And he has this whole interaction with this kid and gets his name. He webs it up, fixes for him, and he walks him home. Fast forward, that same kid dressed up in a Spider-Man costume on the event where the Rhino was taking over. Now, mind you, this is 6 months with no Spider-Man. This is post-Gwen dying. He quit. He is the one Spider-Man on live action that has actual length, whether you were snoozing and didn't realize it or not. He quit, and there was time that elapsed. He was mourning. He was suffering. He was depressed. He went through it. He was not having this Spider-Man shit no more. And by the low-key wisdom words from Aunt May, it invigorated him and sparked that fire for him to just go back to doing what he knows should be done. Because with great power, you know what I'm saying, comes that great responsibility. And so when that kid, after, there's no Spider-Man, so he played support. He went out there, faced the Rhino, and right before this kid was about to get shot, Spider-Man pulls up. And the kid turns around and he's like, I knew you would come. And he tells him, he's like, thanks for holding it down for me, but I'll take it from here. Bro, that shit got me. It really did.
It like humanizes him, right? Yeah.
It takes everything that makes Spider-Man how we know Spider-Man is. It takes all the bad and all the great, the amazing, the good, and Andrew just delivered it in such a way that is so impactful, and like it left a long-lasting impression on me that I'm just like, that movie is S tier. Like it's so good. Like all the story beats, all the interactions, the way he is, he's so unique. I'm so mad that people slept on him then, but at least they're waking up to him now. I really, and the chat can say anything. Everyone's just listening to me preach right now.
Quiet, yeah.
I'm singing the fucking gospel.
They're in the chapel.
I think that Amazing Spider-Man 2 should be an S tier, but I would like to hear what people say in the chat.
Yeah. I think the main reason that it was generally slept on, from what a lot of people have said, from what I know, is that there was almost too much in the movie, too much going on, too many storylines, too many plot lines. I know the biggest thing was mixed reviews about Jamie Foxx's Electro, was like one of the biggest things. Nobody, like, whenever I hear people talking about the movie, all the Rhino stuff is kind of left aside, I think, because of how big the death of Gwen Stacy was, and Electro mainly. Like, people really don't talk about Harry. People really don't talk about Rhino. I think people just don't talk about the movie in general. So I think that's probably why.
That's an issue within itself.
Yeah. So I cannot, because it's been a hot minute since I've seen it, I cannot argue against. However, I would say that No Way Home is in a league of its own, and so that's why I feel it needs to be left alone atop the mountain in S by itself. Unless we do what I did last time, make an SS and then
S+.
SSS.
No, honestly, for this, I'm almost expecting it to happen, because that's usually what ends up happening, where it's like, all right, we need a double S tier, or S+ tier. So
we'll keep it locked at the 5. Because I don't know if there's anything that's a D, at least in our opinion.
No.
So you think that's 2, right? I believe that's 2. So Amazing Spider-Man 2. I was honestly gonna say I really like Amazing Spider-Man, period. The first one.
First one's good.
Love the movie. I have a lot of feelings behind the movie, because the first movie that Sarah and I went to go see together ever on a date. So it was our first date movie. But also very solid movie. Like, just a beautiful movie overall, just how it looks. Sony like went fucking all out, making the movie like basically in 4K back in the day. Like, I specifically think of the scene where Andrew, or Peter, has the bandit up against the wall, and he's like, "Oh no, not a knife!" And he's like webbing him up against the wall. It's like the best scene, but it just looks, the colors, everything about it is incredible. Um, so I wanted to put that pretty high too, but I don't think, I haven't seen 2 in a while, so I would put it at B because I think there are better movies left to go. How do you feel about Amazing Spider-Man 1?
I would say that's an A tier movie.
Mm. Yeah, but then all of them are gonna be A-tier movies. So we got, this is like this is like
And that I was just about to say, you might as well throw all of the Spider-Man
no,
films in A tier.
can't do that.
Why? Because the internet's gonna get mad at us?
No,
Fuck the internet.
because we have to have a rank. There's got to be order.
What do you
This
mean
is,
order? That
think
is
of
order.
This, think of this as this is all A tier already. We're organizing within A tier.
What?
Like within the tiers, this is a subsect of the tiers, and we're organizing within. Crystal said Toby's ass is in it.
Yeah, because no, she wants Toby's movies in B because she loves Andrew that much
Oh,
more.
whatever,
Yeah.
man.
Nah, yeah, no, you can't,
Yeah.
you can't take her word for that.
But I will say this.
I know here. Okay,
Yeah, give me one.
Spider-Man 2, that's A
Yeah.
tier.
Oh, facts.
Okay.
Big agree. Yeah, absolutely agree. I was gonna put it there.
Spider-Man 1, that's A tier. Not gonna lie. But you know, and the funny thing is, I'm almost shut up, Chris. I'm almost nerfing myself because I know for a fact, like, okay, for starters, 1 and 2 are probably some of the best films in a lot of people's minds.
Yeah, that's for sure.
3 is the one that gets a lot of flack,
which I don't understand. I love 3,
don't
dude.
either.
I love 3.
3 is such a good movie, and it's like so many moments from that are still referenced to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we want to shit on the fuck that. I don't understand people, and that's why I don't fuck with a lot of people, because they just be talking shit and not even understanding what they're saying or feeling. Spider-Man 3 is not a bad film.
If you can get over the fact that it's a non-faithful adaptation of Venom, that they change, if you this is what I'm saying for those people, I don't give a fuck. If you can get over Venom and take it as it's this incarnation of Venom, it's something different, it's a different take, then I think you can really enjoy the movie. From what I know is that Sam Raimi wanted to have like a Venom, but Sony was like against it and they had like too many hands in the pot.
So all right, here's the thing, right?
Venom was tacked on, and it felt
like it. Okay, so when you go from movie to movie, okay, this is why I don't think it was tacked on, because a lot of times in films, when you're going from one to the next, in a way, it's almost like they feel self-contained slightly, because it's not like at the end of Spider-Man 1, they left us with a cliffhanger and it picked up in the second one, right? In the second one, it was a brand new story, correct? So by the time that ends and we pick up in 3, it is a brand new story. 2 years go between each one. Or was it, no. Was it 2 or 3? It was like 2 or 3 years in between, right? Each movie. So I'm just like, okay, so what do we mean it was tacked on? We had, what, I forget how exactly it starts, but around the beginning parts of the film, like the opening scenes, the fucking meteor crashes nearby, and like Mary Jane and Peter was on like a little date after. I think Mary Jane was she came out of a show, if I'm not mistaken. She comes out of the
She came out of the
show.
show, and then they end up in the park on that big ass web in the middle of
Yes.
fucking no wherever in New
Yes.
York.
And then nearby, that's when
Yeah.
the fucking
The me
meteorite crashed.
meteorite hits, and then the symbiote attaches to the
Yeah,
moped.
and it
Right on.
literally like how the fuck that does not seem tacked on at all. That seemed like this was a part of the third film. And it made sense. And like they had, you know, and they also set up the Sandman, because obviously Sandman was like the main bad guy, quote unquote. But you know, we already know that he just got caught up in some shit, really. Yeah, ASM and B tier. That's because of Joey. I was putting him in A. He thinks that the first ASM is B tier.
That's because you wanted to put both. You wanted to put 2 in S.
Bro,
I ain't putting 2 in S.
yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, No Way Home clearly above everything, but the other S tier movies that would go up there would be ASM 2, and I would probably put the second Spider-Man as well. So both twos, if anything.
Yeah.
Because like, so the way I see it with Tobey's movies was like the first one is always so good and everyone loves and remembers that one. Obviously had the Green Goblin and all that shit. But like everyone loves the second one way more.
Yeah.
And for good reason. You know, Doc Ock was
just
fucking
amazing.
Yeah, great character. Yeah. You know, Harry discovers like Peter's true identity in this one.
Yep.
The relationship with Mary Jane is a lot more complicated. We get to see Rent, right? That guy at the fucking his apartment. That shit was fucking funny.
With his daughter.
Yep.
I think I just looked a little bit. What it looked like was that in Spider-Man 3, Sam Raimi had an idea for what he wanted Venom to be in the film. Sony had a different idea for what they wanted Venom to be in the film, and Sony won out over over Sam Raimi, which fucking Sony, you know, messing with the films again. So that I think that makes sense as to why it feels the way it does, which it is what it is.
I still don't even understand that, like how that would be, because like the movie, the way they gave it to you, it feels like everything was supposed to happen the way it was. Like that symbiote literally is what turns Peter's suit into the black suit. That's how we get that in the first place.
So the one thing I saw said that the way that the fight ends was different, and that it was going to be a more gruesome fight than Peter locking him in the bars in the circle and then ringing the bars. It sounded like from what I don't know. Don't take this as truth. The one person said that in the original version, Peter was going to pull the symbiote off of Eddie, and it was going to like pull his flesh and bone off, like pull his flesh from his bone, and like literally rip the symbiote off, versus the way that ended up happening with the goblin bomb going off in the or in the building or whatever. So, but I love Spider-Man 3, but I think I love it. Oh, I love it a fucking lot.
And you're still gonna put it in B, bro? Come on.
I need to be fair. I don't want to put them all in A. Then that's no fun.
I don't understand that. If it's
not fun.
You know what's not fun? Lying. That's
I'm
not fun.
lying.
You say you love the movie, but you gonna put it in B?
This is like A, B, A, B, A, C is kind of how I see it. Versus like they're all great, but we need to come up with some order.
Oh my god.
There needs to be some, because this is what I will say. I think that Homecoming is the worst of them all.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No. Hell no. Yeah. Homecoming is actually mad good.
They're all good. I think Homecoming is still the weakest.
Okay. tell me what you remember what happens in Homecoming.
I remember. Let me fucking see if I can fucking remember what happens in Homecoming.
You're already proving my point. Let's go ahead.
Peter's basically getting situated as Spider-Man, and then he ends up going to some formal with Vulture's daughter, and then that's about it. Everything with Vulture.
Okay, so let me fill in all the blanks that Joey just left in there.
Give it.
In Spider-Man Homecoming, okay, like Joey said, this is like establishing him and all this kind of shit, right? Let's not forget, this follows Civil War. Okay? So the first Spider-Man movie that Tom Holland proper gets is off of that. So he's like already thinking like, oh man, like I'm basically an Avenger now and all this shit, right? And then like that happens and he's all young and he's like very like naive and antsy and it like there's your humor, right? But we also get, you know, like the Vulture shit, which had a shocker, which is crazy. Had two shockers, right? Had two shockers. Mm-hmm. They go and make this whole business off of the what was it? They didn't say it was a Chitauri tech or something like that. Chitauri. I don't know if I'm
from
it was from
the aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
From the first Avengers fight in New York.
I think it was Chitauri.
I think it was Chitauri tech. So they're basically making all this technology based off the Chitauri tech. That's how they're able to like make their money and this and that. Mm-hmm. And that whole like side of the villainy is like it's just like these good, like hardworking New Yorkers trying to make their ends meet for their families. They stripped that shit away so that the higher billionaire Tony ass Stark and all the Avengers. And even Tony Stark in the film confirms that shit. He's like, oh, no, that's under my pay grade, right? You know, like, I'm just like, bro. Like, you are sympathetic with with Vulture and what they're trying to even do in the first place, right? So it's like very, like, you know, it's complicated. And that's what makes a good-ass fucking film, right? Mm-hmm. So then, what else do? They already started the Miles Morales tease dropping. The Prowler is in the movie. Aaron Davis is in the movie. And he has a whole ass interaction with Tom Holland in that shit. And then, how can we forget? He's trying to impress Tony. He's trying to stay, like, he realizes this later on, right? But he's trying, like, Tony's like telling him, like, bro, you need to stay grounded. You need to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, right? You need to, you know, be for the people. You need to be for the little guy, right? So he's trying to do what he can. He tried to stop that whole thing with the boat. The fucking boat splits. He literally was trying to hold that shit. He has his own little moment. Iron Man helps him out. Teams up with even Iron Man, bro. Come on, man. That shit's sick. That's sick. That's good stuff right there. And then when he finally gets the interactions with Vulture and that whole awkward-ass car ride on his way to prom, like, bro, my man was about to freaking literally get with his daughter like that was his date. She was a senior. He was a sophomore or some shit? Peter's out here. And he was in the car with the dude who was trying to kill him. And then, like, literally like, all right, I'm about to have like dad talk. So you go ahead. He fucking turns around and he pulls the Glock out the fucking front. He's like, so, we're going to forget all this happened. Bro, like, that shit was crazy. Like, you were stressed. And don't listen to my fiance. She said, I would put in B. When that shit was happening, she was sweating bullets, okay? Sweating. She was like, right? It's not just a B-tier ass movie. Homecoming is actually, that's why I'm saying they're all at least A, bro. I can't put none of these movies in B.
I know you can't. That's why I'm
be okay with them. Get some water.
So where are we thinking Spider-Man 3? A. All of Spider-Man I think, fuck.
Bro, I would have had this shit done in 3 minutes.
Yeah, this is what it would have been.
I knew she was gonna say Spider-Man 3 is C. It the fuck
Spider-Man
was
3 is
not
not
C.
C. That is the last one to be in C. I love Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio, so I can't.
Wow, yeah, we didn't even talk about Far From Home, bro. This is what I mean. This is
know.
what I mean. It's literally what I mean. Like,
I think as it's the
Spider-Man 3 is like a B plus for you. Sure.
I love no. We're keeping Spider-Man 3 in fucking A tier. That's
See,
the
look,
only
look,
one
look.
I'll fight
Joey
for.
wants
That's the one
Joey
I'll fight
wants
for.
Spider-Man 3 high.
Yeah. I love that movie.
But he won't put the other ones higher at all.
This is the only one I'll fight for. But I refuse to put Amazing 2 in S. I almost feel like Spider-Man 1 should be in B.
What?
Because I feel like it's weaker as a movie overall compared to 2 and Amazing 2, respectfully.
Wow.
But the Goblin's too good.
This
is the hard part.
Bro, the fact that you said that, you should clip that so that we would get 10 million views.
People already hate us enough.
Nah, son. That's yo, anything that's against Toby, you're gonna say agree. Put it in C, put it in D.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, Crystal.
Crystal's biased.
She is so biased, it hurts. Oh my god. I'm telling you, this is harder for you than it is for me.
I know.
Because you're trying to factor in like how other people will think about this list.
No, I don't.
I'm a real one. I don't give a shit what people think.
I know you don't.
I would not put everything in A. That's not true because my list, it would literally have S tier would be No Way Home, Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 2, and the rest would be in A.
Yeah.
That's my list.
That's not how that works.
That's not everything in A. And honestly, like Joey had made this point earlier, that No Way Home, the only reason why that's the only movie in S tier is because we didn't want to make an SS or S plus or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he says that movie is above all of them, which I definitely agree with.
It's the culmination of everything, so it's got to be its own. It can't be with everything else.
See, look, I fuck with what Roman said right there. Just make it a bias as fuck list, screw everyone else. And that's why we've been blowing up on TikTok because of the shit that I've been saying. I've been keeping all my reactions legit, real, as I always have been for years and years and years. I've made a career out of this, and I'm not gonna stop now.
I don't want to put them all in A.
You don't? All right. So, all right. I'm just curious because you know what my tier list would look like.
Yeah.
What would your tier list look like? Take away whatever you might think people are gonna say. Take away how people are gonna react.
It's. I would move 2 down. I'd probably this is what I would do.
I just want to visually see what yours would look like in comparison to mine.
Yeah. But note this is that I love all of these movies.
I get that.
You know what I mean? Like this isn't this movie's down here because I think the movie sucks. It's this movie's down here because all the other fucking movies are so fucking good.
Mm-hmm. No, I get it.
Fuck me, dude. This is hard. All right,
bro. This is
like hard shit.
This is so easy for me. It's not even funny.
I know.
Like this shit is crazy. Like,
So my problem with Spider-Man 1 is that I'm not a huge fan of Kirsten Dunst's acting, and so that takes a lot of it away from me. Um, and then overall, it's a very campy movie, which isn't bad, but I think Spider-Man 2 is such a better movie than Spider-Man 1 overall that it knocks Spider-Man 1 down a tier for me. Um,
I'm already saving my image. Roma has a good idea right there. He said, "How about a bias list and a critical list?"
mm,
So
I
critical
like that.
meaning what you think would be the most accurate according to the fucking whack ass
Yeah.
internet.
This is I think I would probably change this on another day, but I think this is kind of what my list is sitting at. Would be S is No Way Home. A is Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, amazing. And then B is Spider-Man 1, then Far From Home, which is hard. And then C is Amazing 2, and then
No.
Homecoming. I know.
Amazing 2 is not a C tier. Like, there should be no C tier movies.
I'm downloading this image. Well, that's what I'm saying is how the fuck do I download?
Like, you have it backwards. Like, you put Amazing 1 over Amazing 2. That shit makes no sense.
Yes. The movie holds more value to me.
That makes zero sense, Joey. Everything that I literally explained
Emotional
earlier.
pick.
What?
Emotional.
Emotional what? They had more emotion in the second one.
No,
Gwen fucking died.
It holds more meaning to me than 2 because of the personal attachment I have to the film.
This needs to be a clip because you're wilding.
I'm bumping it up.
Bro, chat, help me.
Roman
please.
says I'd swap Amazing movies.
Yes. If you're gonna put anything lower, 2 needs to be over A. In the first one, that's fucking
Is this
crazy.
better? Does this feel better?
Holy shit, a little bit. God damn.
Here, I'll download yours and send it to me.
I can't, yo. You really almost saved that shit.
I did. I have it downloaded. I don't even know if I don't think I'm signed in. Am I signed in on here?
No, ASM2 is not bad at all. I don't know where you get that shit from. It's actually a very, very good movie.
I will have to. That'll be my homework. Oh wait, this is our announcement on the stream. Is that we're not streaming next week because I won't be home.
Okay.
I'm gonna be in Tennessee for a big event with my dad. So.
Oh, cool. Have fun with that.
Thanks. I forgot to tell you. I just realized that just now.
Well, you're telling me now.
Sorry.
I got weak notice. It's good. No, you're good. Weak notice is perfect.
It's been riding up, and I keep forgetting about it like every other day. All right, so this is my list.
I just sent you mine, so you have it.
Cool. We'll post them, and then you guys can flame us on Twitter. So, well, I'll post them tomorrow, so we can all get flamed. Well, they'll go on our Twitter. Everybody can yell at us for them. Actually, I can probably make it a post on YouTube too.
The funny part is that people that would try to change my mind when it comes to Spider-Man is almost like equivalent to people trying to change my mind about Charizard. You know, it's just not happening. Like, Charizard's the best Pokemon of all time.
Yeah, but
there's no argument.
Type, bro.
Huh?
He's not dragon.
I don't care. You like his typing not being accurate never bothered me.
Yeah.
And the fact that he has how many evolutions? Look at your average Pokemon.
Charizard?
They don't ever get near that amount. He gets all the love. He has a fucking Godzilla Mega John, son.
What, fucking X or Y?
Whatever they call it, that Giga Giga Evolution.
The Gigantamax.
The Gigantamax.
Yeah.
That's a fucking Godzilla version, bro. Come on, man. Like, you're not beating him.
Yeah.
Charizard's the best. He's the most popular for a reason. But anyways.
Sarah asked me who my favorite Pokemon was the other day, and I was like having a hard time answering because it for me it really like depends on what gen I'm playing at the moment. But like I played through Violet and
I still need to play that shit.
Skeledirge, the Fuecoco John.
Yeah, I don't know.
His final evolution, love him. So, current favorite. All right. Well, we got one more thing, and this is for the content. So, um, I want you to guess the top 10 most popular MCU projects according to IMDb.
Wait. We're doing that right now?
We're gonna do it right now because it shouldn't take that long. It shouldn't
Okay.
take us that long. So, Uchi, I need you to guess the top 10 most popular MCU projects according to IMDb, and I will tell you where they are when you guess them.
Okay. Endgame.
Endgame is number 2.
No Way Home.
Is number 1, obviously.
End it right there,
Obviously.
because that's
All right.
the fucking truth, and that's all you need to know. Cut the clip. That's it right there, son. Shit.
It's over. All right. Thanks for playing, guys.
Yup. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
Number 1. Number 1.
All right, you got 1 and 2.
Infinity War.
Infinity War is number 5.
Black Panther, the first one.
Black Panther is not on the list. This
Okay,
is
Wakanda Forever.
not on the list either. This
This list is fake. This list is fake.
definitely not.
What?
Not on the top 10.
What does my fiance have to say about this? I know she's typing. I know she has to be typing right now. Get out of here. Okay, all right, moving on. Top 10. Civil War.
Civil War is not on the list.
Wait. This is movies only?
This is all most popular MCU projects.
Oh, okay. Loki.
Yeah. Loki is on the list at number 6.
WandaVision.
WandaVision is not on the list.
Bro, cancel this fucking thing. What the fuck?
No, trust me.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay. All right. So what can you tell me which ones I have so far?
Yeah, you got No Way Home, Endgame, Infinity War, and Loki. So you got No Way Home at number 1, Endgame at number 2, Infinity War at number 5, and Loki at number 6.
Does animation count?
It does, but it's not on the list.
That's fucking crazy. Okay. So no Spider-Verse.
No, this is just MCU.
Oh, MC.
Yeah. Hey man, that's like Sony. That's like straight up and down Sony.
I'm gonna go into a whole rant. I'm not even gonna bother. Anyway, Iron Man 1.
Iron Man 1 is on the list at number 7.
This shit is so basic. Okay. Avengers 1.
Avengers 1 is not on the list.
Surprising. Age of Ultron. Let me get the obvious one out of the way.
Age of Ultron is also not on the list. I know. IMDb's on some shit.
This is the best. Wait.
This is most popular according to IMDb rankings.
This shit might as well be Rotten Tomatoes. No. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my god.
So you got 1, 2, 5, 6, 7.
Thor Ragnarok.
Thor Ragnarok is not on the list.
What about Moon Knight?
Moon Knight's not on the list either.
All right. End the show.
There's a very important person that you've missed. One of our favorites that is on this list.
Daredevil.
Daredevil is on the list at number 4.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's redeemable.
Redeeming itself.
That's a redeeming moment right there. Okay. Okay. Punisher.
Punisher is not top 10, but he was like, I'm pretty sure he was like, oh, I have the list.
You're gonna tell me? Nah.
He was pretty high
Who the
up
fuck made
there.
this shit?
Hey man, this is according by popularity.
IMDb these nuts. They are whack. I can't
Punisher
even
is
believe that shit.
14 on the list. Everything got bumped by 2 because Fantastic Four and Deadpool Wolverine were technically on the list because of people having it on their things. So So everything got bumped.
That's crazy. Spider-Verse don't count, but Daredevil counts.
Yeah, he's in the John now.
Now?
Yeah, now. Yeah, because he was bought. Disney bought him.
But what happened in Across the Spider-Verse, Joey?
Hey man.
What happened?
Hey man. They played nice. This is like TNA crossing over with NXT.
Nah, shut the fuck. No way, son.
Nice. Triple H is playing nice. That's what Kevin Feige was with Amy
this
Pascal.
Popularity shit doesn't even make sense. But all right.
Clicks. This is for the clicks. This is what got us clicks last time.
1, 2. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, and 4 now.
You got 1, 2. You do not have 3. You have 4, 5, 6, 7.
So I'm missing 3.
You're missing 3, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
Let me get back in frame so I can fucking.
Okay. Hulk.
Hulk not there.
Okay. Hawkeye.
Not on the list.
Figures. I'm trying to think of what I would feel like other people would consider popular.
Right.
And that's why I'm like a little bit more on the stump. Okay, Captain America 1.
Captain America's not on the list.
Okay, Winter Soldier.
No.
Okay, guys, chat. I want you to understand one thing.
This is the most whack list of all time.
I want you to understand one thing, chat. I already said Civil War earlier, not on the list. Cap 1, not on the list. Winter Soldier, quite literally considered to be one of the best Marvel movies of all time. And this shit's not in a popular fucking list. Whoever made this is not a fan. They don't look at no actual popular shit. And they have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
To be fair, this is a list sorted by popularity on IMDb.
Yeah, nah. The sorting is wrong. They must have fucked up somewhere along the line when they did this shit. Because that's preposterous. Not one Cap movie? So wait, does Xmen count?
No.
I didn't think so.
Well, Xmen. Let me look. Because 97 is not on the list, but I think it's been a minute since this was updated. So I think that's why.
Well, yeah, no.
A minute as in since before the last month.
And wait, WandaVision is on the list, right? I said that earlier.
WandaVision is not on the list.
Yeah, look at that, Giga. WandaVision not on the fucking list. But this is popular. Wow.
I'm going to send the list to chat so chat can see the list too.
Okay, wait. Okay, Guardians 1.
Guardians 1 is number 10.
Guardians 3.
Guardians 3 is number 3. You're missing one project.
You got to be shitting me.
You're missing number 8.
Guardians 2?
No. Not Guardians 2.
Iron Man 2?
It's not Iron Man 2. I don't know if you're going to get it. Do you want a hint?
Sure.
Giga.
You're fucking kidding me. There's no way. There's no way Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is on that.
It is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Nope.
At number 8.
Not acknowledged. 1 and 2, and that's it. That's it. 1 and 2 on that list. That's the most accurate shit this entire John has.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of that, John.
So the list, this is the top 10 most popular. You can check it out. I linked it, but it goes.
Agent Coulson.
It's true.
Fuck that.
Came back from the dead. Out of 93 titles, it goes number 1, Deadpool, Wolverine.
That's not even out yet.
Yeah. Exactly.
How does that make sense?
Right. So that's why I removed it. Then No Way Home, Avengers Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Daredevil, Infinity War, Fantastic Four, which also doesn't make sense.
Wait, so you removed that?
Yeah, I removed the 2. I removed Deadpool and then Fantastic Four. Loki, Iron Man, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Love, Thor, Love and Thunder. Oh, and Brave New World, and then Guardians had to get put in there. So there was 3 that got removed.
I am so flabbergasted So the thing that makes zero sense to me is how movies that have not even been released are in this popularity thing,
Right.
which honestly doesn't make any sense.
If you wanna see something that doesn't make sense, click the oh, let me go by descending. How the fuck do I do this?
I don't know,
Oh,
Chad.
here we
That
go.
shit was fucked.
All right. If you want to look at this is by IMDB rating. Oh, this one would have been good too to do this.
That entire, I don't know how you're gonna cut that down, but my fucking freakouts.
Watch me.
Oof.
If you want to go by IMDB rating, let me just see if I can contentify this. MC movies by the IMDb rating, starting at number 1, Daredevil. Yes, right. I'm about that.
Fire.
We
Wait,
get
how
it.
did you sort that?
You click IMDb, so sort by IMDb rating, and then click the up down arrow next to it,
Okay. Oh, okay, I
and
see
then it
now.
should switch it. Yeah, because otherwise it had
Ooh.
Inhumans at number 1. I was like, that's not fucking true.
See, this looks way better.
Yeah.
The top 10 untouched looks amazing.
Right. Yeah, I agree. So number 1 goes to Daredevil. Number 2, Avengers Endgame.
Fine with that.
Agreed. Big agreed. 3 is Infinity War. Yeah,
Fine with that.
checks out. 4 is Punisher.
Fine with that.
Yeah. Thank you, Frank Castle.
I have no issues with this.
No.
No.
I would bump him down to number 5 because he doesn't like naps. John Bernthal doesn't like naps. And
Oh
that's
my
the
god,
only
you're
thing
still
I have
not over
against
that
him.
shit.
Yeah, never will be. Number 5, No Way Home.
Fine with that.
Then 6 being Loki.
Fine
Yep.
with that.
I love that the TV shows are taking over the list. So I'm glad people are recognizing.
Yup.
Number 7 is Guardians of the Galaxy number 1.
Fine with that.
Yep. Then number 8 is the Avengers, the first
Fine
one.
with that.
The first one.
Yup.
Gotta recognize. Number 9 is Guardians 3.
Fine
Number
with that.
10 is Iron Man.
There you go.
Good list.
That right
good list.
there, that's a fire list right there.
Because number 11 is Ragnarok, which is also regarded as one of the best MCU films as well. But Winter Soldier's down at 18, which is surprising. But I think it's because it has so many ratings. It's one of those things where it's like the projects with less ratings get rated higher because there's a smaller pool.
So
But
wait, let me ask you a question. So like you see how where it says Metascore and has a number? Like does
Yeah.
that mean that there's 71 like what is that? Like I don't understand that.
So there's have you heard of Metacritic?
I have.
So I think that's what that is that it's a Metacritic score. And that's like an aggregate score over across a bunch of different websites.
Yeah, because it doesn't so because Daredevil doesn't even have that. And
Yeah.
that's number one.
I think because it's a TV show. Because Loki doesn't have one either, nor does Punisher.
Yeah,
And
but
WandaVision, Jessica Jones doesn't have one. Agent Carter.
But see, even that's a little strange to me. Oh, you know what? I think I might understand it. So not the Metascore thing, but like because I'm looking at like the star ratings, right? Daredevil sits at number 1. It has an 8.6, but then in parentheses it says 477,000.
Yes.
So then when you look at Avengers Endgame, it says 8.4 star rating average, but it has 1.3 million. So
yeah, that's
I'm
how
guessing
it's higher on the popularity chart. Probably most because of that.
Well, no. What I'm trying to say is I'm guessing that because Endgame had more people rating it, it actually lowered its overall rating.
Yep.
And that's what helped Daredevil get pushed over because it didn't even have barely half of the ratings that Endgame did. So just off of quick maths, you know, like the more you haven't, it's gonna make your average actually. It can make it weaker, which kind of sucks, in a way, because Infinity War had 1.2 million ratings.
It's true.
And Punisher had literally basically half of what Daredevil got.
So I'm trying to figure out how their popularity rating works. I might not post.
Crazy.
I might not post it because I'm trying to figure this out. Popularity. No Way Home checks out. I wonder like what it takes into account when dictating popularity, because it's not even like No Way Home has 886,000 reviews. Endgame has 1.3. Guardians 3 has 385K. So it'll be interesting. It will be a shitstorm though, that's for sure.
Mm.
That's
It will
that's what
be a
I'm
shitstorm.
that's what I'm betting on. So, well, it is what it is. That was fun.
That was fun.
Sorry your
Uh,
camera crapped out on you.
yeah,
Edit
but
technology.
it is what it is.
Mhm. All right. Well, everybody, if you're still here, thanks for coming by. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell to stay notified for when we go live. If you have any ideas for games that you'd like to see us play, be that video games, Videjo Huevos, or
I think you
any
said
kind
video
of
eggs,
video eggs. Yeah,
but it sounded like
Videjo Huevos. um, or if there's any games like the games we do play weekly that you want to see us play. I know somebody had said they were going to make us one, but I was thinking about making some kind of Jeopardy thing. If we could get some more people to play, that could be a lot of fun. Kind of mashing all the games together, could be a
yeah.
lot of fun. So if you guys have any ideas, please let us know. You can email us at incrediblyshow@gmail.com, or you can just DM us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I don't think you can message people on YouTube anymore.
Yo, I remember
Yeah,
that.
that was way back in the day.
Yeah, nah, I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think you can.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing. So definitely, you
Yeah.
can email us. Let us know because we like playing games, or if there's something you think that we should do on the channel, please let us know as well. Because we have a lot of fun.
That indeed we do.
Yeah, Giga, I am right there with you. I used to have a lot of Marvel fan family, but now I'm the only one left. That's me. I force my fiance to go to the movies with me. She loves them anyway. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. It used to be because it used to be like an event going to all the movies growing up, right? Now it's more like it's almost like a hassle because fucking tickets are $20 when you want to go see them on opening night. That's why you get AMC A list. Then
You
it's
see,
then that
you
shit's
spend
free.
20 a month.
Yeah, then you spend 20 a month on all the movies you want to see. Uchi, is there anything you want to plug before we go?
Aside from us, I just want to shout out that I upgraded my
Hey,
laptop.
you got like the
So
space gray too. Look at that.
yeah, I got the space. This is my first MacBook Pro that I didn't get the standard silver.
Nice. Proud of you.
Production on the podcast for full power should be good now. I
Hell
didn't
yeah.
notice any frame skipping when we were recording the other night.
Nice.
So a new episode drops this Friday.
Let's go.
Make sure you check that out.
Yeah.
And I just did a little quick check on us on TikTok. We
Oh,
are
yeah,
almost
yeah.
at 8,000 followers. So shout outs to
Yes,
us.
sir.
It
That's a
looks
good-
crazy, man.
I
Like
I haven't looked.
seeing
been
the
so
top
busy
3
today.
pinned videos, 2.2 milli, 3.9 milli. That's about to hit 4 and 1.4 milli. That's insane. So yeah, we out here. Hopefully we can continue this growth and whatnot.
Yes.
So thank you all for all y'all support. We do
Yes,
appreciate it. And
seriously.
YouTube actually we surpassed 200 subscribers on here. So
We're at 224 right now. So slowly climbing. We're actually I finished the edit for the last time we played Guess the Marvel movie by the First Lines of Dialogue. So that should be going up tomorrow. I just didn't have time to make a thumbnail, so I didn't want to upload it and then all
Yeah.
that shit. So that'll be going up tomorrow, as well as a couple more shorts. So we've been doing good. Let me see. I want to see where we're at on Instagram. Our latest reel hit 38.1K, which is the most any video of ours has gotten, not on TikTok. So that's really fucking cool.
yeah, man.
Really cool to see. So if you don't follow us on there, definitely go follow us on the socials. It should just be at Incredibly Show on basically everything. So yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for hanging out with us tonight, guys. We won't catch you next week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks for twice the fun.
Hey.
Probably not. It'll probably be the normal thing. So
Nah. It will be fun as fuck.
be
Don't
fun
sell us
as
short.
hell.
Yeah.
So, all right, everybody, have a good night, and we'll catch you next time Bye bye.
See ya.